golden age of America begins right now. Proudly proclaim that the golden age of America is upon us.
This video is for my brothers and sisters in the faith who think this golden age has anything to do with Jesus. Because in reality, this is about the golden age of Saturn. As you can tell, they are really conditioning us with this term, the golden age, as it's literally being spoken into existence over and over and over again. Now, this is a wild one right here where Eric Trump posted this and then he deleted it 20 minutes later. Any and all who dare to defy the American golden age, heed this warning. You will lose, toe the line, or we will run you down. How lovely. But hey, what do we expect from this guy right here? Making sure to flash his little Freemasonic hand sign, which again, this upside down triangle, goes back to Freemasonry with their lovely motto, order out of chaos. But now let's go back to Trump and this golden age that we continue to hear over and over again. So as we can see right here, Trump is standing in his apartment complex in New York City, covered with gold. And above his head, we can see a painting of some Greek mythology. Now, that is not the only trace of Greek mythology in his apartment complex. As we can see here with this picture, we have Apollo led in his chariot by Aurora, and also we have a statue of Eros and Psyche. So we can clearly see he has an obsession with gold and Greek mythology. And we have also been hearing about his obsession with using the term the Golden Age. Well, I wonder if it's just a coincidence that in Greek mythology, the Golden Age was the first of several ages of man, a period of peace, prosperity, and harmony. So that sounds good, right? Peace, prosperity, harmony. But when you do further research and you look into this golden age with Greek mythology, you can see that it was ruled by Kronos. Kronos was associated with Saturn, and he was the leader of the Titans. Now back to this golden age, which was ruled by Saturn, created by the immortals who live on Olympus. These humans were said to live among the gods and freely mingled with them. Now, to those who hold a biblical worldview, Kronos, Saturn, is Satan, and the immortals are the fallen angels and the Nephilim. Now, what's interesting is how these characteristics right here with the golden age is exactly what the Antichrist is going to promise the world, but it will be a false peace, and it will be false prosperity, and a false sense of harmony and unity. So if this was not weird enough how Mr. Golden Dawn is obsessed with Greek mythology and the golden age, wait until you hear about this secret society right here, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which of course was formed by Freemasons. Now, this Order of the Golden Dawn was a secret society devoted to the study and practice of occult, Hermeticism, and metaphysics during the late 19th and early 20th century. Known as a magical order, makes you wonder about the word maga in Latin being witch, and also Marina Abramovic calling Donald Trump the greatest magician ever, right? Okay, so I'll digress. Known as a magical order, this Order of the Golden Dawn was active in Great Britain and focused its practices on theurgy and spiritual development. Many present-day concepts of ritual and magic that are at the center of the contemporary traditions, such as Wicca and Thelema, were inspired by the Golden Dawn. Now, this became one of the largest single influences of the 20th century Western occultism. And go figure, the Golden Dawn system was based on the hierarchy and initiation similar to Masonic lodges. Now, we can see down here how there were three orders, although all three are often collectively referred to as the Golden Dawn. The first order taught esoteric philosophy based on the Hermetic Kabbalah and personal development through study and awareness of the four classical elements, as well as the basis of astrology, tarot divination, and geomancy. And for those who do not know, Aleister Crowley, one of the biggest occultists of the last century, was referred to as the magician of the Golden Dawn. The story of Aleister Crowley. I guess it's just a coincidence that his name is Dawn and he loves gold, Mr. Golden Dawn. Now, we can continue and see this golden age throughout the occult when we look into the Theosophical Society, the Golden Age, Aquarius, and the Ringed Planet. Back to Saturn. This is also why we see Saturn ring symbolism everywhere in this world, along with the black cube symbolism, which again goes back to Saturn. I mean, does anybody else wonder why there is a giant black cube on Trump Tower? But again, we can see here in the Theosophical Society in Australia their obsession with the Golden Dawn, and how we also have Alice Bailey, who was a follower of Helena Blavatsky, who formed the Theosophical Society, who channeled these entities, these ascended masters, speaking about the Golden Age and the reappearance of the Christ. As we can see, Alice Bailey was a notable pioneer of the New Age spiritual movement in the 20th century. And interesting enough, she predicted through her channeling to this entity that the year 2025 would be the year of the Golden Age and the reappearance of the Christ. I'm sure that's just a coincidence. But with that being said, to anybody thinking this Golden Age is Christian, you are deeply deceived. He is the ultimate Judas goat, leading the Christian church into the Golden Age of Saturn, or Satan, into the Antichrist beast system, and people are following him right off the cliff. Because this Golden Age that he is ushering in is the Antichrist beast system of control, enslavement through surveillance and technology with artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, Starlink, all of that combined, converging together to have a complete control grid through technology that will be able to mimic or counterfeit God's attributes of being able to see everything and know everything through technology. So please do not be deceived out there, saints. He is going to usher in the bio-digital convergence, and he's going to do some things that seem good on the surface level to gain your trust. That is how deception works. That's how manipulators manipulate. They show you something good, but then they perform sleight of hand, and they have a deeper agenda at the root. So please, pray for discernment, pray for wisdom during these crazy deceptive times. Understand that we are in a hostile environment right now with the prince of the power of the air running amok with his children of disobedience within the secret societies who are constructing the beast system around us. And we need to be wise as a serpent and innocent as a dove, prioritizing Jesus, walking with all humility and allowing the fruit of the Spirit to come forth, being salt and light in this evil and dark world. So with that, guys, I love you all so much. God bless, and remember, the just shall live by faith.